Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back, and thanks for coming back. Today, we're going to be debuting my new PvP build, Castawen II. Rest in peace to Castawen I, gone too soon. Also, a huge shout out to the stream for helping me come up with this name. And before we get into any invasions, we're going to go over the build itself. So first off, we're going to start off with the stats. We're level 50, of course. It's kind of my bread and butter for invasions. Our vitality is 28. Our endurance is 25. And then our strength and dex is 12 and 14, and that's because I wanted to be able to wield the Balder side sword, and those are the minimum required stats for that weapon. Also, we have 20 intelligence, and that allows us to use the spells of choice that I wanted for this build. And then I leveled up my attunement just a little bit so that I could get that third spell slot. In case you're curious, we did start off with the Pyromancer class for this build. And now let's get into our weapons. So like I said before, our main weapon of choice is the Balder side sword. We also have the Bandit's knife, the Claymore, and then the Moonlight butterfly horn. Originally, when I started making this build, I wanted to get the Moonlight greatsword, but at this low of a level, it's very difficult to get the requirements for that weapon and still have decent vitality and endurance. So I ended up just landing on choosing, some weapons that I could cast Great Magic Weapon on. And then also I love spears, so we got the Moonlight butterfly horn. So the next thing we can go over now is the armor. So I wear the Knight's armor, and then I'm usually rocking the Wolf ring. So along with this, I have 72 poise. I can swap off the Crown of Dusk on and off depending on who I'm fighting. So if I'm fighting another mage, generally I'll take it off. Also, I do have a couple of rings I like to switch to. So we've got this stone plate rings if we want to boost our magic or lightning defense. And then of course we've got the really good sorcery rings. And then we also have the Hornet's ring. Now, I'm not really too much of a parry connoisseur, but I do like to have the Hornet's ring on me just in case I feel like going for them. Also, I did forget to mention our shield and our catalyst, so of course I always rock the Grass Crush shield, and I've got the target shield again if I'm looking for some parries. And then for the catalyst, because of our relatively low intelligence, the magic adjust on the oolacile ivory catalyst is better than the sorcerer's catalyst. We got great magic weapon, great soul arrow, and then homing soul mass. I was trying to use great heavy soul arrow for the extra damage at first, but because of the very slow cast time, I feel like great soul arrow is better in most cases. Also, I have homing soul mass as kind of a support spell. Again, because of our relatively low intelligence, we only actually get 3 of the orbs instead of all 5. And then sometimes if I'm feeling like having a bit of fun, I'll usually throw on Chameleon as well. But yeah, everybody, that is the build. That is Castawen II. So we're going to start hopping in, looking for some invasions, and see what we can find. That spell is a little too slow, my friend. I like to try to catch people with the stab once they get up. Uh-oh. We snapped into place there for a second. He's strafing a little too hard for the backstab. Well fought. Oogie Boogie. That's an awesome name. Alright, looks like Oogie Boogie's running out here. Hello, Oogie Boogie. This is the type of situation where I'm going to take off my Crown of Dusk. I'd rather take less damage than hope that I deal more if I hit him with my spells. We are able to out-poise his spear right now with our poise that we have. So we should be able to trade relatively easily. playing quite defensively, which is probably good in this case for him. Oh, he did not know. Oh, he had literally 1 HP too. Well fought, Oogie Boogie. So as you can see, he had very high magic resistant armor on, and we were still doing between 200 and 300 damage, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure we were. So our damage is pretty good. I think we're going to try to find one more invasion with the Balder side sword, and then we'll showcase some of the other weapons for the build. The world of Logan. Well, from that sneak peek of his armor we got, this does not look like Logan at all. Where are you, Logan? See if we can poke him with some spells here. I'm not sure if he's just nervous or if he's just not fighting back. Okay. Maybe that was rude to say, I don't know, but... And we were able to take the trade because of our poise. So yeah, as you can see, our armor, even though it's not maxed out, our defenses are pretty good. I mean, that was a Black Knight sword, doing about a little less than a third of our HP. So our defense is pretty good. Our poise is right about where we want it to be for this level of invasions. And we're going to hop in so I can showcase a little bit of the Moonlight Butterfly Horn. Got a lot of friends here. Got some magic. We're going to swap up real quick. Oh, it looks like Host ran into the boss room. Well, that's fair. That's fair. Good luck with the boss, my friend. Alright, we'll hop in. I feel like the Moonlight Butterfly Horn didn't really get that great of a showcase there. It really was not doing much damage. But we'll look for another world here, and I can show it off a little more. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's in full Havels. Okay, so this might not be the greatest chance to show off the Moonlight Butterfly Horn, but we can give it a shot anyways. Havel's armor is very magic resistant, so this is definitely not the weapon, or damage is pure magic. Thankfully, we have an opponent with a pretty slow sword, so we are able to just get our pokes in and get our backstabs. Well fought. The big thing for the Moonlight Butterfly Horn, I like using it when I encounter ganks because of the long range on it. Oh, another magic weapon user. Okay. I like it. You love to see it. Alright, it looks like he's really circling for that backstab. He really wants it. Getting real desperate. We're gonna hit him with a Lloyd's Talisman. I feel like the Estus is coming. Ooh, it looks like he did not know. And can we finish him off with the Mouse Catool? All that armor cannot save you. But I do respect another spellblade. Alright, so the last thing I want to do for this build is show its maximum damage for the most part. So I'm going to throw on the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring and the Crown of Dusk, and we'll go search for some more invasions. Alright, so we've switched over to the Claymore now. As you can see, we can't one-hand it, which kind of sucks. But with a great magic weapon, the damage is good enough that it is worth it. So as you can see, once we switch to the Claymore, we're doing about 600 damage with the backstab. Oh, I don't know if he thought he was dead, but we got the victory. So yeah, the Claymore with Great Magic Weapon is extremely good. If you're looking for maximum damage, this is what you're going to want to rock. If you're interested in making a build like this, I would almost suggest reducing your vitality a little bit so that you could one-hand the Claymore. Alright, looks like he's got a halberd. Maybe the... Is that the Gargoyle or the Black Knight? No, it's definitely the Gargoyle halberd. Hello, sir. Looks like we both did the spin attack on our weapons. Now, I'm not really much of a spell guy, but I do like that I can put pressure on them, at range, of course, by pulling out Great Soul Arrow. Well fought, Leon. I love the choice of weapon. I love the Gargoyle Halberd. It's one of my favorite PvE weapons in the game. Knight Arthur. King Arthur, rather, I should say. Where are you, Arthur? Oh, you're right there. Well, hello, friend. Have you disconnected? No, you have not. Alright. Hello, Arthur. May our duel be epic. We're going to poise through his attack. Forgive me, Arthur. Forgive me for my betrayal, Your Majesty. So as you can see, the poise on this armor is, or I should say, the poise with this build is really good. We're able to tank through a lot of attacks and get backstabs. We're also able to do a lot of trading with faster weapons when we're using things like the Claymore or the Balder Side Sword.